how to go live on YouTube channel with your computer or your phone. And here's some of the benefits. You can connect directly with viewers and subscribers because you're connecting with them live instead of going back and forth in the comments or an email, etc. And you can get instant feedback. You can have conversations. So that's a great thing about it. And you can also do live interviews. YouTube used to have Google Hangouts where you could kind of interview people, but I think they knocked that on the head. But if you use software like I'm using Ecamm Live for this live stream, you can bring in Skype guests. I think it's up to 5 guests into your live stream, and they can all be on the screen, and you can do interviews with them. You can do a collaboration, etc. Another great thing about live streaming, you can live stream events. You can live stream your church service. You can live stream maybe your favorite recipe. You can do a cooking live stream, baking a cake, or doing a fitness workout or something like that. And then you can also sell your products and services. For live stream on YouTube, you have something called Super Chat, which people can donate a super chat to have their comments at the top of the live stream. You can also recommend any products and services that you may have, so that can be part of your live streaming. And then after your live stream is finished, you can also, if you've optimized it correctly, you can get first page rankings on YouTube, and you could even get first page rankings on Google if you follow the right optimization steps. And I think one of the biggest things is, if you're trying to upload a couple of videos a week, but you don't have time for editing, then live stream is great because you don't have to edit anything. And if you do make a mistake, you can just use the YouTube video editor to trim out a particular mistake. The YouTube video editor, the new YouTube video editor allows you to trim the beginning of the video, the end of the video, or even multiple sections of the video. And also you could blur a part of the live stream. You can also add an end screen. You can blur any part of the video. So the only thing it doesn't really do, because it's a very basic editor, it doesn't allow you to combine video clips. Like the old editor, you could combine video clips. You could bring in Creative Commons videos, bring in images, etc. So this, the YouTube video editor is great for just trimming sections of your live stream. And so you can trim multiple sections at the same time, which the old editor wasn't able to do. So that's a great thing about it. And another benefit of live streaming, if you're just starting out a YouTube channel, then it's a great way to get those 4,000 hours of public watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to enable monetization. Because when you have a bunch of people on your live stream and they watch for like an hour, then you have 4 people on there. That's that's 240 minutes of watch time that you've accumulated. Whereas a regular video, you'd have like maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of watch time. So it's a fast way to accumulate watch time so you can monetize your channel. And if you get it approved for monetization, you can run ads and make some coin from it. So that's some of the benefits. Let's look at some of the ways that you can live stream. on YouTube. So you can use your computer, you can use your phone, a mobile phone. It can be Android or it can be iPhone, and you can also use your webcam. And like today, I'm using my Canon M50 camera because I can just use the USB connection to connect it to my computer, and then with the Ecamm Live software, I can do the live streaming, and I can also do a bunch of other things, which I'll show you later. But with the phone, if you use your phone, a lot of people are using the phone these days. They didn't used to have this requirement, but now if you want to go live using a mobile phone, you need 1,000 subscribers. Of course, you have to adhere to the community guidelines. You have to confirm that the account is verified. If you don't verify your account, then you can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes. You can't go live, etc. So you need to verify your account by through your phone number, and then you enable your channel for live streaming, and you must have no live stream restrictions in the last 90 days. And then you can go live from your phone using the YouTube app. So, and when you do that, you need to make sure that your screen rotation lock is off and then put it in the landscape mode. So that's what you need for the phone. Let me give you a quick clip to show you what it entails for live streaming from your phone. Tap the YouTube app, tap the camera icon, tap live. I've currently got my iPhone in the landscape mode, which you want to use when you go live. If you go live in the portrait mode, you'll get the black bars on your YouTube video. So temporarily, as I add the information about my video, I want to put it in the portrait mode. So I'm going to tip it up. Okay, I'm going to create a title. How to live stream on YouTube mobile. Okay, got that. Tap public. You can select public, unlisted, or cancel. So let's select unlisted. Unlisted means your video won't be available to the public unless you give them a link. Location, you can enter a location if you want to choose a location for where you're doing the video. Tap more options. I can schedule it for later. So I could choose my date and time, but I want to go live right now, so I'm going to just leave that as is and choose advanced settings. Now I can allow chat. Enable age restriction, leave that off. This video contains paid promotion, leave that off. Enable monetization, I leave that off for now. Go back to advanced settings. I'm going to turn it over to landscape mode now, so just in case I forget. Now I want to add a description. So I'm going to get rid of this old description. How to go live on YouTube mobile, whether it's an Android or iPhone device. After you've entered your description, just tap done. Tap next. Smile for a thumbnail. Okay, if you don't like that thumbnail, you can always go back, tap next, and create a different thumbnail. So I tap on the arrow icon. I can create a post on my community tab for this live stream. I can share it on Twitter, copy a link, share it on Gmail, etc. Tap cancel, and now I'm ready to go live. So just gonna do a quick test live. Tap go live. Just make sure that it's in landscape mode. It says welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. So don't really need that. I've got the likes. I can see how long that I've gone live, and I can also switch cameras if I want. It's my computer. So that's kind of just a brief overview of how you can go live from your mobile phone. I think the big thing there is that you got to make sure that you turn it, when you have your phone, you're going to take the thumbnail, the thumbnail picture, and then you got to put it into the landscape mode before you go live. So just to keep that in mind. But the great thing is that you can go live from anywhere. You can go live while you're out walking around, or go live, from your office or anywhere. So that's a beautiful thing about that. And the only downside is that you need 1,000 subscribers. So they didn't used to have that requirement, but now it's a requirement. But if you want to go live without the requirement of 1,000 subscribers, then you go live from your desktop. So you don't need 1,000 subscribers, and you have to confirm your account and enable your channel for live streaming and make sure there's no restrictions last 90 days. And you can use your Mac or PC as long as you have an internet connection. So that's the beauty of it. All you have to do is just go into log in the YouTube channel, and then you just click on the go live link at the top of the page, and then you immediately go live. There's no software required. You don't need an app. So that's probably the fastest way to go live from YouTube. Of course, it's not mobile, but it's probably the quickest and easiest way to do it. Then I also wanted to mention the from your webcam. So if you have a webcam, then you can also just use that to go live. So you don't need 1,000 subscribers. Basically, going live from your desktop. And I use the Logitech webcam sometimes for going live, and then same rules apply. You need to enable live streaming on your account and have no live stream restrictions. Now, what I'm using today is Ecamm Live, which enables you to do a lot more different, has a lot more flexibility, and also you can do a lot more with it. So you can go live on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, and you can even multi-stream. I haven't really tried that, but one thing you can do is you can kind of go from different cameras. So if I wanted to, I could have an iPhone camera set up. I could have my webcam camera set up, and then I could have my DSLR, my Canon camera set up, and then I could switch between cameras. So I could be viewed from different angles. So I may have to try that one day on my live stream. Just try different camera angles. So that's the good thing about Ecamm Live. And then I can connect my Canon M50 camera via USB. So so that's another good thing. I don't think you can do that if you just went straight live onto YouTube. You have to use your webcam or the camera that's built into your computer. And then you can also do screen sharing. You can do scheduling. You can drag and drop text and images, pre-recorded videos like I just showed you. You can do comment, overlays. Let me see. So if I wanted to bring a comment on here, let's see. Okay, Vitalis. I'll bring them on there. So here's a comment from Vitalis. Good to see you, Vitalis. So you can bring it onto the screen here. So that's kind of handy as well. And you can bring comments on there. You can also add up you can link it up with Skype. So, for instance, I could get one of you on Skype, and then when I'm ready to start my live stream, I can bring you in on Skype and have like a interview during the live stream. So while I'm live, I can bring on guests from Skype. I can also do a collaboration. I can do an interview, etc. And then Ecamm Live also has the ability to do something called scenes. So you can have different scenes that you could set up. You can do overlay graphics, overlay text. And you also have the ability to use a green screen background. So I haven't tried that because it was a little strange when I first tried it. I think they've upgraded that. So, but yeah, you could have, I could be in the middle of a forest or on the beach, etc., and has that kind of flexibility. And another thing that it has, I tried this just recently. Something's going wrong with my slides here, but okay, let's leave it as it is. This is the Ecamm Live. You can go live on Zoom, because a lot of people are using Zoom these days with the Ecamm Live virtual cam. So I tried it the other day on Zoom, and then you just select your camera, and so I can use my Canon M50 to go live on Zoom instead of a webcam or built-in camera. So that's another good feature of that. Let me I'll show you a quick clip of how Ecamm Live works. Let's see if I can play it here. It's just a quick clip showing how Ecamm Live works. So if I click on Show Hide Overlays, then it'll show the overlays window. If I click on the audio, it'll show you the blue snowball, built-in microphone. You can also do echo cancellation. If I click this icon, I can use a green screen. Currently, I'm inside the Ecamm Live software window, and I'm using record only, but I can use Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, Restream, IO, and Switchboard Live, where I can live stream multiple platforms. But I'm using record only, so let's switch over. If my destination is YouTube, then I can select public, unlisted, or private. I can also schedule a new event. So I'm just going to do record only. If I want to switch cameras, I just go to the camera source and click on 1080p Pro Stream. As you can see, I'm now using the Logitech camera angle. If I want to switch back, I just go up to this camera source and click on Canon EOS M50. And here's the Canon M50. I can do the same for my iPhone camera as well, so you can have different angles for different cameras. I can connect all the cameras just using USB cords. That's pretty sweet. If I want to switch to presentation mode, I just click on the computer icon. Now it's showing the window for my keynote presentation as I go through the slides. I can also zoom in on the presentation or zoom out on the presentation. If I want to go back to the talking head, I just click on the camera, and here's the talking head again. I can import a video file from my overlays window. So I just click on the video file, and it's imported. When I finish playing the video, I can just drag it off. I can also drag in images from my overlays window. I just click on the file and it appears. I can also zoom in on it, make it larger. When I've finished, I just drag it off the window. The beauty of this is that I can just drag and drop images, video files, etc. as I'm giving the presentation. When you're ready to go live, like on Facebook or YouTube, just click the Go Live button. While live, you can display comments from your audience, show graphics, text, and even video files. When I've finished showing the comment, I can just drag it off the window. After you're finished, just click the Finish button, then click End Broadcast. You'll get a window that pops up saying the live broadcast is ended. And since I did this on Facebook, it said the video is now posted on your profile. I can view the post, delete the post, and it says a recording has been saved to my Mac. So I can show the file, or I can send it to YouTube also. Click OK. And now I'm back on my window. It can go live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, etc. While your video is live on YouTube, you'll see the live chat stream next to the video. After you finish the live stream, your chat stream will appear below the video on YouTube. So you can see there's a lot of flexibility using the Ecamm Live. One thing I didn't mention is that it's you need to use it with a Mac. You can't use it with a PC. But I find that it's probably, I tried different ones, but I found that this one has the greatest flexibility, easy to use, and have a great tech support, if you get stuck, and they have a lot of tutorials on how to use it. So those are some of the options. Mobile phone, your webcam, your computer, and then computer and Ecamm Live. So there's like 4 different options. I think there's also some different apps that you can use on your phone where you may not need the requirements of 1,000 subscribers, but I think that there's 4 different options are great options. How do you plan and execute your live stream? So I wouldn't say, I'm the most professional, but I've been doing it for quite a while. So I thought I'd just write down some notes here. Preparation is key. When I first began doing live streams, then it took me about a month to summon up the courage to go live. So I think a lot of people probably have the same kind of experience, probably because maybe they get tongue-tied, don't know what to say, haven't prepared anything, worried about technical issues because a lot of different windows that you maybe want to use. But I found that if sometimes when you just go live and just do it, you can actually have a good time. So a lot of those fears are just unsubstantiated fears. So if you're ever planning to go live, I highly recommend just practicing by doing a video on YouTube, going live on YouTube, and you can do it to private or unlisted first and just see how it goes, and then go live to your audience. So, but it's definitely worth it. You also need to have the proper lighting, sound, and backdrop, just like regular videos. So I'm using the Blue Snowball microphone currently, which works pretty well. So that just plugs into the computer with a USB cord, and the lighting, I just use a ring light. Ring light's probably sufficient, but I have 2 soft boxes to the left and right at 45 degrees. And then a backdrop, like I just use a vinyl wall hanging backdrop that you can see behind me, that I think I got at Dress Lily for like $20. So you can try all different kinds of backgrounds, which looks really nice. Those plants, by the way, are real plants, so they're not artificial. And then you want to prepare some graphics. If you're using Ecamm Live, you can just drag and drop your graphics onto the screen. And you also want, you want to prepare like a thumbnail, because the great thing is, I don't know if I have an image here, when you set up your Go Live event on YouTube, then a great thing, one of the big benefits, and I didn't mention this previously, but what happens is that it gets recommended on youtube.com. So if somebody's subscribed to your channel, then this was one of my other channels. You can see here my live stream today has been recommended at the top of the page, and a lot of people they probably also get notifications via email or push notifications. But did any of you here see the see the notification on your home page, on the recommended home page about my live stream today. So this is how it shows up. And then also, what often happens is that your live stream that is being scheduled will show up in the rankings on YouTube. So you get kind of the best of both worlds. Like on a regular video, you won't see that. And then you get this, then if you go to YouTube Studio, you'll see your live video here, like in that bottom graphic. And then you also see this watch page that you get before the live streams. That's how it looks at the beginning. So I highly recommend to share your streaming link. Put your schedule a live stream like a couple of days before you're ready to go live. And you want to also optimize your live stream watch page with the appropriate title, just like a regular video. And then also put in a description, proper tags, and also upload a custom designed thumbnail, because that's going to be seen on the home screen of people that have subscribed to your channel. And then if you have an email list, to also email your list about when you're ready to go live, or announce on Instagram and your Facebook group, on your community tab, and then subscribers will be notified on their homepage feed. And also it'll appear in the what to watch next. So there's a lot of benefits in going live. You get all those free promotions from YouTube before your video even goes live. So that's a great benefit of it. And then what about during live? Just a basic format is to introduce your topic. So at the beginning of this live stream, I just started off with a question like, do you want to get more watch time, views, subscribers, and make deeper connections with your audience? So that's kind of like your opening statement. Instead of, I notice on some people, doing their live streams and they're greeting everybody at the beginning. Well, a person that's watching the replay, they don't want to stick around while you're spending half an hour greeting everybody. But I highly recommend starting off with a hook, then introduce yourself and your channel, then greet your viewers. So I greeted people at the beginning, but we've also got a few more here. We've got Simna's World and Beano's and Pansing and Jay. Good to see you all. So and you can greet them during the live stream. And then I think a good thing to do is kind of hold the questions till the end of your presentation or whatever content you're sharing. So that's kind of just to kind of keep things going is kind of valuable. And then if you have a lot of people on the live stream, then you can have a moderator. Like Harley is usually our moderator, but he's not always here now. But when he hasn't been here, I think YouTube's got pretty good at kind of keeping away the spammers, or you can have a moderator that kind of moderates the chat stream, because if you have like 100 people on there, it's going to get pretty busy, and also you're probably not going to get all the questions because they could come flying in. You also want to tell your viewers to like the stream. So all of you folks on here, give a like to this live stream. So that helps to show there is activity on the live stream video. And then you can also give calls to action if you have any products, or you have any services that you want to recommend, and also you can answer questions. So I think the great thing that I've experienced, for the during the live streams. Had some different instances too. But one time, I don't know if any of you are there, but one time I was in the middle of a live stream, then I had a beetle or a cockroach kind of crawling on my shoulder, which I didn't see, but one of the people that was on the live stream pointed it out, and I kind of freaked out. So, and then other times I've had situations where the live stream just froze, and some of you might have experienced that recently with so many people online. The quality of YouTube has decreased a bit, and then sometimes it was even hard to upload or watch videos sometime this week. So probably a huge amount of people are online, probably a lot of people on YouTube watching different videos. So, and I've seen an uptick in traffic, especially from my old videos, so the videos that are on that can be searched through appear on YouTube and appear on Google. I've seen like I think YouTube said I got a 40% uptick in traffic. So that's the beauty of doing a live stream or even regular videos and evergreen content. Your content that you've created like 2 or 3 years ago. In times like these, you're grateful that you made that investment. Whether you spent 10 hours or you spent 3 days publishing a video, that it definitely pays off because people can find it and watch the video, and you get a lot of watch hours and a lot of traffic to your particular videos. So that's during the live stream. Then after you finish the live stream, then I don't do it all the time, but sometimes if there's kind of like a dead space, or where I've been waffling on in my live stream, then I'll use the YouTube video editor to trim. You could trim the beginning, you could trim the end, or if there's a section in the middle where you want to get rid of that middle section, you can trim the middle section, or you can do all three. You can trim the beginning, middle, and end sections using the new YouTube video editor. So that's the beauty of it. You can also add cards and end screens after the video has finished, just like a regular video. And then even, and this is what I've been starting to do, is to repurpose your live stream for social media. So what you basically do is you take your live stream, so say it's an hour long, and you've covered many different little topics during the live stream. Then what you can do is you can trim it. You can take your live stream like on Ecamm Live. After the live is finished, the beautiful thing is that Ecamm Live saves a copy of your live stream on your computer automatically. So you can just take that live stream, put it into your video editor, and then chop out little pieces and share it on social media. And then recently what I've done is, some of the live streams that I've done, I've gone kind of deeply into a specific topic, and instead of, so I'd take that live stream and I'd edit it in my video editor and use certain sections of it to add those sections to my video course. So you could, if you wanted to create an online course, then you could go live and then just trim or cut out those particular sections and use them for an online course. And it could be a free course, or it could be a paid course of a series of videos. So it's a great way to repurpose the live stream content, because live stream content, you're covering a lot of topics in a short time, and you could even take a 2 or 3 minute video clip of your live stream and use it as a regular video. You could just record like the beginning and end parts of it, like your intro and your outro, and then have your live stream clip in the middle, and that could be a regular video. So you have it already recorded. So it's a great way to repurpose your live stream, and then you can also, if you have the time or if you can afford it, you can get your live stream transcribed, and then you can convert it into a ebook or a report, and you can use it as a lead magnet, or you can even sell the ebook. So you can take that transcript. You could use it as a blog post. You can embed your video in the blog post. So and the chances are, if you transcribe it, it's going to be at least 1,000 words. And particularly Google, if you want to rank in Google, rank an article or a blog post in Google, they're looking for long form content. So if you have 1,000 or 2,000 words, you can make a long blog post, embed your video in there, and down the road, your content can be ranked in Google as well as YouTube. So you got multiple ways to repurpose that particular content. Add it to a playlist. So what I've done, I just created a playlist of all my live streams, then added it to the bottom of my channel homepage. So if people wanted to go deeper into my content, then they could just go to that live stream playlist, and they could watch hours and hours of in-depth content about all things related to YouTube. So it's another way to repurpose it. And another thing which I've done recently, depending on how the live stream is, but if it's really great content, but you have just a short video clip, you could have like a 2-minute video clip, and at the end of the video clip, you could say, if you want to take a deeper dive into this content, then watch the replay of my live stream. So they're watching a very short video clip, and then you send them to the live stream, which is like 45 minutes or an hour long. And so they consume more of your content, you get more watch time, and you get more promotion by YouTube because of that extended watch time or extended session time. So I'm a firm believer in kind of repurposing the live content, and also it's great standalone content because you don't have to necessarily edit your live stream. So you can just once you've finished the live stream, then it becomes like a regular video on YouTube. And I've noticed that it doesn't rank as well as regular videos, but sometimes it does rank well, because sometimes people watching the replay, instead of my regular videos, which might get 40% audience retention, then the live stream doesn't get as much audience retention, but it might get like 20 minutes of watch time. So a regular video, most of my regular videos only like between 5 and 10 minutes, but with the live stream, if I get 20 minutes of watch time, then sometimes the video does well in the search engines. So that's a great benefit as well. Okay, I just want to share also some tips and tricks for going live. Definitely test your setup. So check the lighting. Sometimes I've had, I've wanted to go live, and then I was in the middle of live stream, then I realized I had my overhead lights on as well as my ring light, and that kind of messed up the lighting. So you got to prepare the lighting beforehand, and you also want to check that your mic works. I've had times where I've gone live and I forgot to plug the mic in, and then another time I forgot to charge the battery of my camera. So then during the live stream, the whole live stream froze because the battery ran out. So I mean, if you're using Ecamm Live, you can set up different cameras. So say for instance this live stream froze, then I could switch to another camera, like the webcam camera, and continue the live stream. So you definitely want to check all those things. So check the lighting, check your camera. When I first started live streaming, I just had my backdrop was just a plain wall, which is very uninteresting. So if you're going to have a backdrop, then I highly recommend getting something like I have here, like but you can also, if you go on Amazon, you can have like a skyscraper, like a lounge or a couch or a forest or something like that, or an office setting, and nobody would know any different that you're sitting in an office with a bookcase in the back. So and those wall hangings are only like 15-20 bucks. So it's much better than having a blank wall. If you're doing a live stream on your phone, and when I first did live streams, most of them actually I did on my phone, and sometimes made a mistake where I ran out of battery power. Other times someone would call me during the live stream on my phone because I forgot to put it on do not disturb. So that was another thing. And then you also got to make sure that your screen rotation lock is off for live streaming, because you got to turn the phone from the portrait mode to the landscape mode. So you got to make sure the lock is off, otherwise it's not going to work very well. So all those little things probably is great to have like a checklist that before you go live. So make sure your screen rotation is off, lock rotation is off, and you might want to also check that you're on a reliable network. I didn't check. I'm using Verizon, but there were times this week where my internet was really slow, or maybe it was just YouTube because I had a hard time uploading a video. And YouTube has said that the quality of the YouTube videos they're going to decrease the quality for the next month. So in that respect, probably also there's going to be times when the network is going to be slow. Make sure that your battery is charged. You can estimate that 1% of your phone battery is going to be used per 1 minute of streaming. So it uses up a lot of battery. Then you also want to view your live stream metrics. So you can go into what usually happens is that after your live stream is finished, like after this live stream is finished, then usually I try to trim something from the live stream, but it usually takes 1, 2, 3, or 4 hours for the whole live stream to be processed by YouTube. So I'm sure if you have like a 3-hour live stream, it's probably going to take 24 hours to be processed by YouTube, because after I finish my live stream, I can't go to the editor to trim something in it. So it definitely takes longer to process than a regular video. So you have to wait for that period of time. So, thanks, William. Super chat from William. What's up, good sir? Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Stay safe out there. Looking forward to seeing more content from you. Oh, thanks, William. Appreciate that. So William's sent me a blessing. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think definitely stay safe, William, and everybody out there. Let's see, what else do I have here? Yeah, so those are some tips and tricks. If you got any other tips for live streaming, for those people that have been live streaming, then put them in the chat, or if you're watching a replay, put it in the comments. But as far as live streaming tips and tricks go, I think the main thing is that you have to be prepared with some valuable content, because people are not going to stay around if you're not sharing content that they want or want to watch. Here's some resources. So got the Facebook group there. So you can go to Facebook group. I have a Facebook group where you can share your, you can ask questions, you can interact with like-minded people in there, and also if you want to get the mobile live stream checklist, then just go to drossdesigns.com/live stream checklist. I think I've got that in the description. So you can download that checklist, and kind of goes through all the things which I mentioned before you go live. And then the Ecamm Live software is, if you want to check that out, then you can go to drossdesigns.com Ecamm Live, and you can try that out. I highly recommend the Ecamm Live software if you want to live stream on a regular basis.